Hi, I'm Danesh Dubash, and I'm here today to share with you the learnings of what has been going on in the Middle East and in China and the preparedness, including some indicators for the market reopening of Pakistan, which could also be perhaps a rebound leading yet to another phase two of another lockdown. I am grateful to many friends in the retail industry, the shopping mall industry, the hospitality industry, the entertainment industry for sharing their latest insights, just like all of us. We are all looking and trying to understand the capabilities of combating COVID 19 effectively. And in doing so, my opinion is that we all must do our best to exterminate this threat of this disease and lock it down so that it cannot expand further. COVID 19 effects of the virus have closed many factories, as everybody knows, and has posed problems throughout the whole world. Issues have been several for many industries as well, and almost every company has not been able to meet forecasts, and there's going to be a lot of financial constraints on almost every single industry all over the planet. I do recall that in one of the meetings that I was on, it was mentioned to me that Apple even produces hundreds of millions of devices each year in China, and almost every company in that meeting they had stated that none of them have met their forecasts, and obviously COVID-19 was a total shutdown. But now they're jumping back, and they've been jumping back into reopening their businesses with substantial numbers of SOPs and precautions and measures that they have taken. And I'm sure that if we do the same thing and the shortages that we can provide, I think will make us put COVID-19 behind us. And with that, we all need to have a very positive attitude to move forward. In China, the restaurants have started to reopen last week, and some restaurants have opened earlier. It was quite encouraging for us to learn that it took them 9 days to come back to their normalcy. They've done some social distancing by making some changes inside their restaurants to ensure that the effect of COVID-19 does not reach out, and when they enter the restaurant, they have to also go through several series of procedures that are adopted by the restaurant owners to permit them entry to you dine at that restaurant. Anyway, people are by nature a social animal, and we would like to experience being together, dining out, going shopping, meeting friends. This all will happen. But I anticipate that shopping malls shall reopen soon. But when they do, numerous actions will be undertaken to ensure that the fever checks are done and masks are made mandatory, and sanitizing their hands and perhaps a full body spray would become mandatory for entering shopping malls. May it be a customer or may it even be the employee, this should be made mandatory by everybody so that the essence of safety and security is there for families who come in, and even for the employees when they go home. So it's very important to understand this, and this should be applicable for all customers, irrespective of the fact that they are directly employed or indirectly employed or even contractual staff. People will be worried for their safety and security because life after COVID-19 will not be normal ever again. It will take time. It will take a long time for this to disappear and dissipate. But we don't know what the reaction will be. So we have to be cautious when we go through a reopening process very soon. Malls shall ensure proper sanitization facilities are in place. Cinemas and indoor entertainment areas will be perhaps an issue. Probably they'll take a bit longer to open. But I think slowly and steadily, industries and businesses, business partners, etc., will all start reopening and coming towards a normal way of life. But that normal way of life will change the way we have lived. And taking precautionary measures will become mandatory. A realization point has emerged that we have to be more responsible and look after each other as we enter places where there are general public are around us. I feel that slowly and steadily, when we are coming back to speed, friends have said that fallout could spill into another quarter. If we don't take care, there could be another major spillover that can take us into another lockdown. So in order to avoid another lockdown, it is best that we use everything possible to ensure that we do not make this spread further. Contaminated people we do not know yet, and when we actually go out into the market, we will find out exactly how things will bounce back at us. The preparedness in the minds of people will be the focus on bare essentials, wearables, home day-to-day needs, food and beverage. Ramzan Sharif is starting soon, so there will be perhaps a self-made lockdown. People will be more at home than what they are today. So that will contribute positively towards eradicating COVID-19. We just have to be careful, we have to be patient, we have to be aware, and we have to be cautious. Parents should exercise their rights and also be making their kids cautious when they return back to school to make sure that everything is well sanitized and that the school is also participating in social distancing. These are tough times, but I'm sure these times will be behind us one day, very soon. Restaurants must also distance their tables, ensure their staff are well sanitized, especially those who are preparing meals. In fact, everything in the restaurant should be well sanitized because everyone is touching something or the other. And this can lead to, again, closure of the restaurant and people getting infected. So we have to be very careful. Food deliveries, since I also look after a large residential area, gated community, and in fact all other gated communities and all other residences who all allow food deliveries to reach their homes, prepare SOPs. If need, contact me, I can share with you my SOPs. We prepared SOPs so that we can ensure that we do not allow COVID-19 to come directly into our house, because we do not know at any given time if the person who's the carrier is already affected or not. So with a couple of precautionary measures in place, which are stringent at your doorstep or at home or at your entrance or your point of entrance, then I'm sure that you'll be quite safe when food deliveries have started. Also, what people will need to see and monitor the impact on online sales, because online sales is also going to be determining the value of your businesses, online versus brick and mortar. This is something which is going to be another era of businesses opening again. People will closely evaluate possibilities. Shopping mall owners themselves will look into various factors of how to ensure that their tenants will stay, what shall be the rationales behind them, and what facilities can they be provided in order to ensure that these things can work out and stay best for them. Well, we are going to be going through something brand new. What people will need to see and monitor the impact of day-to-day life is going to be something totally new to everyone. And obviously every business owner is going to look forward to sustained profitable growth for their businesses. And during these times and here onward, everything is going to be a very major look and see to evaluate the way forward for everybody on their own. Well, that's all I have to say about this isolation period and how we should be careful and how carefully we must be planning things for the way forward as markets reopen, because it's going to be the only way forward. At the end of the day, many have seen death, and in fact, even we lost 3 very dear friends. This was 2 weeks ago, 2 in Canada and 1 in Iran, from COVID-19. Many have faced death. Everything's available on the media and everybody knows the factual positions. But we human beings actually have shown our weaknesses, and we need to cooperate and be together and cooperate like never before to combat COVID-19 in a positive and aggressive manner, by listening and adhering to what the government is saying, by listening and adhering to social distancing, and cautioning ourselves with strong SOPs in place, and communicating this down the line to every member in your family, including your servants and your staff. And that will be, I think, a key to success for everyone. Let's do good for others. Let's all pray and be better human beings. And I'm sure we will attain normalcy with safety and security for ourselves and for others very soon. Thank you. Stay safe, practice safe living, and stay blessed. Bye-bye.